Welcome back to Only for Seniors, the trusted channel where we talk about the real challenges and hidden blessings of life after 60. I'm Dr. Eric John, a senior health specialist here in the United States, and for over 30 years, I've worked with thousands of wonderful men and women who've crossed the 80-year mark, a milestone that deserves respect, gratitude, and understanding. Turning 80 is no small thing. You've lived through decades of history, raised families, built communities, and experienced both triumphs and losses. But let's be honest, crossing 80 also brings changes, some surprising, some challenging, and others beautifully humbling. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 things that happen once you turn 80, whether you like it or not, and more importantly, how to face them with strength, dignity, and peace. So, if you're in your 70s approaching that next big chapter, or you're already 80 and beyond, stay tuned. This video will help you understand your body, your mind, and your spirit on a deeper level. Section 1, The Reality of Aging, a New Chapter, Not the End. Before we jump into the 5 major changes, let's set one thing straight: turning 80 is not the end of your story. It's simply a new chapter, one where wisdom speaks louder, priorities become clearer, and every sunrise becomes more meaningful. The average American lifespan is now around 78 to 80 years, which means if you've reached 80, you're already living in what I like to call the bonus years. You've beaten the odds, you've seen it all, and you've earned the right to live these years your way. But, and this is important, living well in your 80s requires understanding what your body and mind are truly going through. Because when you understand, you can adapt. And when you adapt, you thrive. So let's dive in. 1. Your brain changes, but so does your perspective. The first big change after 80 happens inside your head, both literally and emotionally. Let's talk about the brain first. After 80, it's natural for brain volume to shrink slightly. That's part of the aging process. You might notice mild forgetfulness, like misplacing your glasses or blanking on a familiar name. But here's the interesting thing: even though memory areas may slow down, the emotional and wisdom centers of your brain actually strengthen. Yes, that's right, research from Harvard shows that seniors over 80 often handle emotions better than younger adults. They're calmer, less reactive, and more forgiving. It's because, after decades of life experience, your brain learns what truly matters. You've learned that small irritations don't deserve big reactions. You've seen storms come and go, and you've realized most of them pass. So while your recall might slow a little, your perspective deepens. And that's what I remind all my patients. Forgetfulness isn't failure. It's just the brain making room for wisdom. 2. Your muscles and bones demand more care. The second big change that happens after 80 is physical. Your muscles, bones, and balance shift significantly. After 80, the body's natural ability to rebuild muscle tissue drops dramatically, a condition called advanced sarcopenia. You might notice things like climbing stairs feels harder. You tire faster after walking. You feel less steady on your feet. And that's because your body is losing lean muscle at a faster rate, while also producing less collagen, the protein that keeps your joints and bones strong. But here's the good news: this process can be slowed down dramatically with the right habits. Simple daily activities like chair squats, light resistance band exercises, short morning walks, balance drills, like standing on one foot for 10 seconds, can make a huge difference. And let's not forget nutrition. After 80, your body desperately needs protein, vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium. So it's time to focus on real foods: eggs, salmon, Greek yogurt, beans, nuts, and green vegetables. I always tell my senior patients, you can't stop your muscles from aging, but you can stop them from disappearing. Even 10 minutes a day of mindful movement helps preserve your independence and confidence. 3. Your circle gets smaller, but more meaningful. Now, this one is emotional, and it happens to everyone. Once you turn 80, your social circle naturally shrinks. Friends move away, some pass on, families get busier, and you may find yourself spending more time alone. At first, that can feel lonely, and yes, loneliness is a real challenge among American seniors. But here's what I've observed again and again: after the sadness passes, most elders develop deep emotional clarity. You realize who truly matters, and who doesn't. You value genuine connection over casual company. You stop trying to impress anyone, and start focusing on peace. In your 80s, the goal is not to have many people around you, it's to have the right people around you. Sometimes, that's just one close friend, a neighbor who checks in, or a grandchild who calls once a week. If you're feeling lonely, I encourage you to reach out, not on social media, but in real life. Join a local senior center, a church group, or even a walking club. Human connection is medicine. And at 80, it's just as essential as oxygen. 4. Your body speaks louder, and you must listen. The fourth major change is that your body starts talking louder, and ignoring it becomes risky. In your younger years, you could push through fatigue, eat poorly, or skip checkups. But after 80, even small signals matter. Your body becomes more sensitive to dehydration, lack of sleep, or nutrient imbalance. So things like sudden dizziness, swelling, or mood changes shouldn't be brushed aside. It's your body saying, "Hey, I need a little more attention now." This is the stage where preventive care saves lives. That means regular blood pressure checks, annual heart and kidney screenings, monitoring for vitamin D, magnesium, and B12 levels, staying up to date with vaccines and medications. You don't need to over-medicate, you just need to stay informed. One of my patients, an 82-year-old gentleman from Ohio, told me, "Doc, I treat my body like an old car. I drive slower, I listen to every sound, and I make sure the oil's clean." And I smiled and said, "That's exactly how you should treat yourself." Because at 80, awareness becomes your superpower. 5. Your priorities shift, peace becomes the goal. Now, the fifth thing that happens after 80 might be the most powerful of all. Your priorities change, radically. You stop chasing things and start cherishing moments. You stop worrying about the future and begin enjoying the present. You stop proving your worth, and start protecting your peace. You begin to see life not as a race, but as a series of sacred moments. And here's something profound: seniors who embrace peace and gratitude in their 80s live longer and happier than those who cling to resentment or fear. A peaceful mind truly heals the body. So if you're 80 or approaching it, take this as your invitation to slow down, forgive more, and let go of things that no longer matter. You've earned your peace. Summary. I'm Dr. Eric John, and this is Only for Seniors, where we celebrate aging with dignity, respect, and joy. If this video touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe, so more seniors can find comfort and confidence in their golden years. Remember, aging is not the end. It's the reward for a life well lived.